I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail heroic. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember the 50 waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. False good, important things are giving you peace.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework thing. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look, these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before, or since, tall words proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird O' Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Bird O' Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Deep Space Nine Wednesday for May 11th, 2022. Welcome, John DeMarco, to the panel.
Thank you, Bird. Greetings, everyone.
Welcome. And anyone else who would like to join the panel, the link is pinned to the top. Just ask that you are wearing headphones so that the Star Trek music and whatnot doesn't bleed through. If there's a problem, I'll let you know, and no, nothing personal if I have to mute you. John Araki. Oh, John's original message has been covered up by the join the panel link. I guess we'll never know what he said. But then he says, hashtag praise be to Avis. Indeed. And he says, also Picard needed Q to bring the Borg into the Federation. I bet Burnham single-handedly does that in the future with the Dominion off screen. Very possible. Yeah, I mean, if Michael wants the Q in the continuum, no, wait. If Michael wants the Borg in the Federation, Michael gets what she wants. Although I suppose Picard does too, at least temporarily. I mean, but they bring the Borg into the Federation, and then 7 of 9 gives her first command as captain, which I think has the word resistance in it, and just that did not sit well with me. Like that's not a way to get off to a good start, but whatever. John DeMarco says they're not just names. It's important we remember that. We have to remember. Absolutely. Powerful line from today's episode. A powerful and dark episode today. The siege of AR-558. And what does 558 refer to? John, you probably know.
Well, in real life, I think it's the production number for the episode.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Was it coincidence? We'll never know. We might know. I think it was not coincidence. But anyway, Richie Poole's in the house. Is 3Vok for being the third unique person here. And he says, danger, Will Robinson. And Richie Poole says, for non-Lost in Space fans like you, Bird of Prey, that is a reference to Billy Mummy being in this episode. I read the Wikipedia for this episode, Richie, so I'm well aware that Will Robinson was in this episode. I even was aware that he delayed the shoot because he wanted to add one word to his line, and they were like, absolutely not. For whatever reason, not a single word can be changed from what's on the paper, and it cost them an afternoon or morning of shooting because he wanted to add the word well to one of the lines, and they were like, nope, can't do it. We cannot accommodate your change.
Back when the Star Trekkers cared about what went on screen.
Yeah, I was going to say, today, do you think anybody would give a shit?
Notice.
That's a wrap. Like, sir, he didn't even get to say his line. Doesn't matter. We'll just put it in. We'll edit it in later. Richie Poole says, Ezri Dax and Will Robinson. This is one damn fine episode. Wow, Richie. This is what you're looking for. Okay. John Araki says, we need a definitive list of things Bird of Prey 5 is not into. Doctor Who, Lost in Space, X-Files, Rick and Morty. No. I loved X-Files. I saw every X-Files. I am totally into X-Files. However, Doctor Who, correct. Lost in Space, the original, correct. The original Battlestar Galactica, correct. And Rick and Morty, also correct. Bob's Burgers, you can throw them on there too. King of the Hill, that I liked. King of the Hill, I liked. Not so much when it was on. When it was on, I was so-and-so. But the day it ended, I realized we lost. We lost a great show. Mike Richards, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Mike Richards says, add to that list, no scary movies. That's true, Mike Richards. No scary movies. I do not like the scary movies. These scary X-Files episodes, I didn't love, but I managed to get through them. John DeMarco says, greetings, everyone. Greetings, John. I put the link to the panel. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Hello, 47 Yorktown. Dan Ben, Qapla Dan Ben. Been a while. Says, less people would have died if they had just set phasers to wide beam vaporize. Wide beam vaporize. That is a scary setting. Captain Fandom Nerd is in the house. Greetings, Captain. Richie Poole says, one thing we know Bird of Prey is definitely into is crystal skulls. No. Cinnabon Bunny, Qapla Cinnabon Bunny. The Watched has become a watcher. I was watching Cinnabon Bunny's stream for the last couple hours as he painstakingly recreates a TOS navigation pod. I don't know. Navigation doohickey. Looking real good. Rabbit Slug Ouchie says, good episode, great episode, Rabbit Slug. Great episode. By many considered certainly one of the top 20 of DS9, if not the top 20 of all Trek. The Random Menace is greetings from the future. Don't lose limbs. Well, you try not to, both in the future and in the current. But it can't always be helped. CDJ, welcome, a friend of Kuroga. Welcome, CDJ, to the friend of Kuroga level Qapla. I thought you were a channel member, but either way, welcome. Yeah, you had to be because you're orange now. You're orange now, so this is at least your second month. At least, if not even further. 54.5 Access Radio says, remember IR-558. Remember IR-558. Indeed. CDJ says, I hope you're having a good week. I am, CDJ. Thank you. Rabbit's like ouchie says Captain 7. Yeah, you just hang out with Admiral Picard. He'll make you a captain. The other people on your ship, they don't get a chance. And what happened to our captain? Shut up, you. She's your new captain. Life with Matthew says Qapla, Bird of Prey, and John DeMarco. Qapla, Life with Matthew. Fast approaching the end. Yes, we are. Antidote of Jill lurking this wonderful, awesome episode in the car today. Glad to have you lurking, Antidote of Jill. And John says hello to Matthew. Rabbit's like ouchie says don't watch DS9 and drive. Well, don't watch. That's true. But you can listen. Don't watch, but listen. Thomas Potts says, why are you doing DS9 on a Thursday? Damn you, Thomas. I was checking. I was like, Thursday? Did I miss Strange New Worlds? Septic 3 Gaming. Live long and prosper. Live long and prosper, Septic 3 Gaming. I hope that's how you pronounce it. That does sound like a Star Trek world. John?
Yeah, the Chief O'Brien may not be in favor of that name, though.
That's right. The hero of Septic 3. Right? That's what he's saying.
Right.
Yeah. Septic 3. Okay. A lot of carnies. Carnies around Septic 3. Rabbit's like ouchie says, what day is today? It's Wednesday. And I do not hate Futurama. I love Futurama. Why are you making lies? Why are you lying, Kronos? Nicole Malone says, today is the day that what day is it for you, fool? Rabbit's like ouchies. Robert Rose Jr. says, greetings from South Carolina. Today, Bird will pray, Mom will pray, and the sassy. Thank you, Robert Rose Jr. Rabbit Slug says, I'm a food fighter. Are you? Are you a ball of light that the Allies reported around German planes during World War II? Dan Ben says, I never understood the king of the kill. As a kid, I didn't understand what propane was. Well, propane, I don't have. I can't do a King of the Hill, except propane and propane accessories are. It's the way you cook. You cook the meat with only the flavor of the meat. That said, yeah, any burger cooked on charcoal tasted a hell of a lot better than propane. Rabbit Slug says it's a kind of gas. It is true. Dan Ben says Bird of Prey does not like SpongeBob SquarePants. That is also true, Dan Ben. SpongeBob is not one of my likes. Rabbit Slug says the Kurgan has a good singing voice. Nicole says I'm going to do both. What are you going to do both? The Echo. The Echo. Rabbit Slug, ouchies. I pity the fool. I pity the fool. I don't pity the fool. I don't pity any fools. Fools are generally happier than smart people. Septic 3 Gaming puts in a $3 super sticker. Thank you. And Miles O'Brien thanks you too to the hero. The hero. Mike Richards says charcoal greater than propane. You know what? Do not let Mr. Hill hear you. But I agree. Mike Richards. It's just a better tasting burger. And yes, Foo Fighters is also a musical band. I'm aware, but I prefer to think of them as actual Foo Fighters, the UFOs, the unexplained World War II lights that would accompany the German planes. Anyway, Mike Richards says, I do not fear cartoon characters. I didn't say I feared a cartoon character. I just I don't like the pineapple in the ocean, whatever the hell he is. He's weird. But with that, and I'm sure we'd love to keep talking about Foo Fighters. Let's get started with the actual episode today. Again, it is season 7, episode 8, The Siege of AR-558. So with that, if you're new here, head to the Bird of Prey 5 screening room at birdofprey5.com/SR. If you have a computer, like a desktop or a notebook, you can go to that in a different tab or a different web browser, and you can keep the YouTube window up in the background and just watch the episode at birdofprey5.com/SR. If you have a mobile device, then try and find yourself a second mobile device to bring up birdofprey5.com/SR so you can leave the YouTube window open on one and watch the episode on another device. Otherwise, you've got to choose which you can pick. No, there's nothing in the screening room because they haven't started yet, Nicole. We'll be starting in just a minute or two. Just a minute or two. Orville Nation's in the house. Qapla Orville Nation. Welcome, PJ. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start countdown in the screening room, and then I will hit play. And if you can't get to the screening room, you can always watch through YouTube. There'll be a screenshot every 10 seconds or so. But of course, no audio. I'll do my best to give an idea where we are. Dan Ben says, Bird of Prey, at the beginning, were the Defiant to destroy the Jem'Hadar fighter, I think is a reused shot from the episode Valiant. Very well might be.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll keep an eye out on that. Screening room is open. Counting down to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Queuing up. And we got Ram singing. But it's Oak, California. It's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady is a scamp. The thing is, the actor who plays Ram is a wonderful singer. And the lady's a tramp, not a scamp. He doesn't get the job. He's looking for an opening act, and he loves to sing. Got 2 singers on the same bill. It's a one-way ticket to Deadzo. He's looking for a comic, a comedian. Somebody makes people laugh. People are always laughing at Ram. He says, this is a holograph position. You're not a hologram. Life can be so unfair.
Discrimination.
See, here's the problem. Do you think that Julian gave him an actual stick to record to? Or do you think he created it?
That's a good question.
I mean, can the hologram access a replicator? I mean, maybe.
Well, he is able to transfer himself to a different holosuite, so maybe.
Yeah. I mean, he's had access to communications. Presumably, he could access a replicator. Of course, then there's people who think that all matter in the hologram in the holodeck is already replicated matter. Too many names. Quark, why are you on the Defiant? Cetic 3 Gaming says, I am a Kara. I am a KJ. I've heard worse. Depends on the parameters of the program. Sure. I think that all holodeck material is hollow material. I don't think there's real water in a holodeck.
I think it's possible it might be a combination of holographic and replicated material, although it's not always consistently shown.
I'd like to believe that if the power goes out in the holodeck, everything disappears. If it's real material, then the power goes out on a holodeck and it doesn't necessarily dematerialize. In fact, it wouldn't. You could end up drowning to death. Come on, Captain. The man's a civilian. Gotta cut him some slack. Time to blow up some civilian transports again. Too soon?
Nah. It's really standard procedure for Worf.
But the safeties are always off at the most inopportune time. I'm confused as to why they shot at Commander Sisko, Captain Sisko. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. And dun 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 dun. Da 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 da. Dun da da da. Dun da 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 dun da. Dun 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 da. Dun da da da. Dun dun da da dun da. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Dun da da da. Dun da da. Dun da da da. Dun 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 dun. Dun da da. Dun da dun dun. Da da da. Rabbits like ouchie says I don't hate this theme. And actress is even sung by Bird. Hey, I'll tell you, I've called out this number when Nephew O'Prey gets upset. Those are Federation phasers. You heard him. Dead. Sounds like he has a valid employment concern.
Interesting fact that I read about this episode is that the director, named Winrich Colby, was a Vietnam veteran, and he used his experiences when directing the episode.
ST, perhaps short for Star Trek, donated $1.49 and says this episode is violation of canon and continuity of Trek. Strange New Worlds is the new golden age of Trek. It is my opinion a reboot, and I'm loving it.
Well, that comment sounds kind of salty.
Nothing Strange New Worlds will do is wrong. Hail Turdistan. And yeah. So I don't understand though. If this You're saying this episode is a violation of canon and continuity. Strange New Worlds is the new golden age, and in my opinion, a reboot, and loving it. So if Strange New World is a reboot, then how is this a violation? I don't get it.
Logic is not everyone's strong suit, apparently.
Qapla Jedi Bill. This isn't the Starfleet, you know. Cetic 3 Gaming. I heard the intro theme played live for the first time at the Star Trek convention. The DS9 theme? Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun. I am impressed. This is a great lesson from Quark.
Exactly. Reminds me of the speech he gave to Sisko all the way back in the Jemadar about Ferengi
We're
history.
better than you.
Exactly.
Cosmic Squirrel. I don't usually look at the side tube chat. It says, damn, you're dark. The video is dark. It's a dark episode. I can't adjust the audio for the video. There's a volume level. It should probably be at 100. I don't know. It might not be. If you're listening, if you're watching in the screening room, it has its own volume level on the bottom below the video. So we'll just let your arm die. Yes, Rabbit's Dugout, he's from Babylon 5. He didn't like putting on his makeup from Babylon 5 because he played an alien. So he turned down all the parts he was offered on DS9 because they all had alien makeup. So this was the first time, and let's face it, probably last time he would be offered a part. And it was a human part, so he finally took it. Houdini's. Do you really think people are going to know who Houdini is? Maybe at least beam up Quark.
Only one order, Lieutenant. We hold.
My hair is standing up. Dan Ben says this is apparently one of the most controversial Star Trek episodes ever made for the way it shows the harsh realities of war. Why not create holographic soldiers?
Yes, Jake's not a Starfleet officer. And plus, as we already know, he's actually a coward.
It's kind of funny that without Captain Sisko, either there is no war or the Federation wins the war.
Interesting.
Qapla Dave G sound. Dan Ben says, the scene where Quark describes the Nog, what happens when humans' creature comforts are taken away, is one of Aaron Sherman's favorite scenes he has ever performed on the show. Only all right.
Well, he did lose a leg.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If he did good, he would have kept his leg. Actor says, Those caves are so comfy. Their floors are always have perfectly level, clean, and soft sand in every planet. Well, yep.
I
got
agree,
some.
Kronos. But Only a Paper Moon is a great follow-up to this episode.
Got some bad news, Nog. You're fired. Rabbit Slug says Sisko was awesome. Now, I don't understand what happened if you physically walk into one of them.
From what I understand is while they're hidden in subspace, you can walk by it, nothing happens, but they'll like randomly drop back into normal space, so to speak, and then blow up.
Okay, but if you're walking by it, you don't touch it? Like it just passes through you?
I guess.
Just coincidental. And Dan Ben says it's the same way as the think tank from Voyager and how it goes into subspace. Music, damn it. Wide beam. Oh. No wide beam.
Oh, they don't really explain this, but my assumption would be that using a wide beam would burn through the power packs faster.
Welcome, Sectic 3 to the panel.
Greetings.
Sector 3, if you're talking, we cannot hear you.
I prefer to remain quiet.
Of course he is. a victory, but at a price. It's basically a defeat.
It's important that we remember them. We have to remember.
A very rough episode. Not of, not badly put together, just emotionally compromising. Very hard episode to wrap ourselves around, to accept, I suppose.
That is true, but yes, very well written, though.
Yes, well written, very well written, just very hard to accept that war is still going to be there in the future. Maybe not against people from our own planet, but in some way, shape, or form, there will be war. And Dan Vance's war is not pretty. It is not meant to be, nor should it be. Still a very good episode. Absolutely excellent episode. Just not the kind that you hope comes to pass, but good episode nonetheless. John, did you have anything you wanted to say before we get going?
Just echo what everybody else said. It's a great episode. And as always, thanks for having me on the panel for DS9.
You are always welcome. Yeah, I agree. This is a great episode. Just a hard one to get through. And I want to say thank you to all the new people in chat. Seclic 3, I saw you tried to come up. I don't know if you're having issues or just changed your mind, but if you ever want to try again, every Wednesday we do Deep Space Nine. Every Sunday we do Twilight Zone. And check out birdoprey5.com for some more info as to what we do on this channel. Everyone else, thanks for coming again. Thanks for being here. And tomorrow, look for, at some point, my Strange New Worlds Season 1, Episode 2 review. And then Friday, we'll get back to another bed life at 5 p.m. Eastern. Qapla All, Bird out. Andrew Jill says, I'm stuck doing errands at this time, or I'd be on the panel. Well, we miss you. We will miss you.